was just explaining over here that I think if I put my ice water in front of my fan intake that it blows cooler. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've convinced myself that it is. Welcome out, buddy D Huff from the D Huff and Nasty Show. Check them out on YouTube. Hopefully soon to be international.
Gracias.
Yeah. Welcome out once again. My name is Josh Horton. It's a pleasure to be out here.
Man, welcome back to the D Huff and Nasty Show.
Welcome back. We decided to do a little unusual special show here for you. We're as you just saw, our buddy, what's his name?
Rogers.
Yes. No, not your, no, the guy that just did the video.
Josh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Josh.
Where is this guy?
Yeah.
He must have been on the. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that was earlier.
So anyway. Oh, there it is. So we're down in Florida just getting ready for the UK. Florida game down here in Gatorland.
Well, somewhat of a game.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be a game or not, but we are we're heading back up to Kentucky here in just a minute after we do our pregame warm up here for
because
us.
of Sunday. So what
are we going to talk about this particular show, D Huff?
We've got a brief touch on the NFL because of Sunday.
That's right.
We've got predictions on MLB. Manager of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Player of the Year.
We got Major League Baseball stuff to talk about.
College football, Thaw of the Day, a brief moment.
Yeah.
Got a couple riding dirties again.
Always somebody, someone can't behave themselves. Is always the story. So
we've got another installment of the Bet of the Week.
Bet of the Week's coming back. So
and some kind of talk of something.
Let's do this right up to the top. We just want to let y'all know that we are on with some regularity. I'm not saying that we are regular, but with some regularity. We're going to be doing a pre-game football warm-up from BBC's on Sunday mornings.
12:30ish?
Whenever, 12, 12:30, whatever.
1:30ish?
You show up, you want to be delicious, we'll be there. That's what I'm saying. So,
come up, step up to the mic.
But we're going to be doing that every Sunday morning at BBC's. It's going to be interesting. Very excited to do that. It's going to be chilly this week, so we'll talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about
our sexy moment with sexy.
Yes.
So, but we've been neglecting the Major League Baseball kids for a few weeks now.
Yes, we have.
We have been. So let's go ahead, keep going. You start talking about that.
Okay. Heat it up a little bit. I'm going to ask you a couple questions.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You got the Yankees and the Orioles. Orioles are a half game back, 14 to play for the division, but you've also got in the wild card Oakland.
Okay, are we talking about what are we doing here, buddy?
We're talking about the wild card.
I thought the wild card was at the bottom here. So.
No, I flipped it back.
All right, so we're talking about wild card. Okay.
Talking about wild card.
Throw me curveballs.
Since you jumped,
this guy's a jump baller. He's a jump baller.
Since you jumped up, I went over to the wild card because we had to go off the computer. You got Oakland.
I had to get a drink. To
Angels 3.5, Detroit 5.5, Tampa Bay 5.5.
Yes, what do you think about that?
I think Oakland's going to hold on. At the end of the day, I think Oakland can hold on to this. Baltimore and the Yankees and Oakland.
Oh, I'd love to see Baltimore and Oakland in the wild card. I'd love to see
a one-game playoff.
I'd like to see both of them make it. It's going to be really interesting this year because if you don't know, there's a one-game play in both American League and National League.
There's two wild card spots, but they play each other.
Spots, so they play in, and that's something you want to keep an eye on. So
yes, it is. In the National League, Atlanta's pretty much wrapped up the #1 wild card. St. Louis is leading by 2 over the Dodgers.
Yes.
Milwaukee's 2.5. Philly's 4.5. Pittsburgh and Arizona are 4.5.
You feel that nip to the air, folks? That's baseball weather. That's fall. The fall classic's coming up.
It's important baseball.
It's important baseball.
The drag part of the season's over.
We went through the stagnant part of the season and kind of got away from it because football was starting, but now we're going to. So, on that note, we'll keep you posted on the wild card races. We still got about 15 games left.
15 games. The Reds are 3 games. Magic number's 3.
Reds, we're going to be up there.
We're
up there when that's going down. So, again, like I said, a lot of these things take time, and we're already probably 6 minutes into the show, and we haven't even got started yet. So, let's get on to the Major League predictions for the. You give me yours. Run through all of them.
AL Manager of the Year, I've got Bob Melvin. What an incredible job in Oakland the guy's done.
I agree with you on that.
In the NL, I've got Davey Johnson. The Washington Nationals, we didn't even pick the Washington Nationals in the top 3.
No, we did not. Well, I actually did.
You had them in second.
Well, that's
you had Miami.
You
had Miami, Philly, Atlanta, and Washington, and they're kicking all up.
No, I had Washington going to the National League You don't sleep on me. I had Washington
But I'm
going to
saying-
the National League Championship game.
Washington wasn't supposed to really be.
Okay, see, we're talking about one part of this equation for forever. Where are we at? Where are we at? We're talking about Washington. Are we talking about players, manager of the year, player
Go
of the
ahead,
year?
NL
What are we
manager.
doing?
Go ahead.
I have Melvin as well, so it's a no-brainer
NL.
to me. With the top the NL manager of the year, Bobby Collins from the Mets is who I've got. So I think both of those teams, respectively, American League and National League, both had very limited talent. They did the best with what I mean. Collins didn't have any pitching. He made knuckleballer boy.
R.A. Dickey.
R.A. Dickey, potential Cy Young winner. That's never happened before, by the way.
It might because Kershaw's hurt and he can't really
Kershaw's
pitch.
hurt and can't finish it up. So, all right. How about your AL Rookie of the Year? We both have a
A
no-brainer.
no-brainer. Mike Trout's blown him
You know
away.
what I like? I like garlic and butter with my Trout.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
a lot of it.
But
NL Rookie of the Year, I got Todd Frazier, our man Todd.
yeah.
I think he's just had he held the Reds together in the middle of the season when Votto was out, when Roland was out. He's playing first and third base, playing outfield. So
Yes, it's lengthy but very descriptive, D Huff, and you are correct. I think he should get it, but I think there's politics involved in this, and I think Bryce Harper gets it. I think he's more of a public figure. He's getting it. Washington. You know, Washington's got.
well, he made the All-Star
He
team.
made the All-Star team. Frazier didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so who you got your AL MVP?
My MVP is Miguel Cabrera.
Good call.
He's
Tough to argue.
he's one home run right now from
Tough
the Triple
to
Crown,
argue. Tough
which
to
hasn't
argue.
done since 1967.
It's very difficult to argue that point, but I'm going slightly different because I'm going Josh Hamilton. I think the Rangers have been out as far as they've been this year is mostly because of him. In the middle of that lineup, the other guys around him are getting pitches that they wouldn't normally get. Same thing with Miguel Cabrera, but the Detroit's in jeopardy of not making it.
Yeah, they're in jeopardy. Well, they're a game and they're a half game out of the division, but they're five
Which
and a
is
half out.
constitutes in jeopardy
Yes.
of not making it.
Yes.
So
Potentially.
they're not. They may not make it. So I have Josh Hamilton, and then in the National League I have Ryan Braun. I mean he comes back from all that allegations or whatever, or actual steroid use, whatever you want to call it. No, I really shouldn't. And then he puts up one of his best years since he's been in the pros. So I'm going to go with Ryan Braun, even though the Brewers are not going to make the playoffs.
They aren't going to. I doubtful that they are. They're making a charge, but
And
doubtful.
what about your NL?
I've got McCutcheon. McCutcheon's had a solid year all year. He's batted .360, 23 home runs, 80-something RBIs. You can't go wrong with McCutcheon. He's the reason.
Yep, exactly. So Kutch, and ironically, we had both of those two guys on our fantasy team and didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's
so
kind of interesting.
Kind of funny how that works.
Yeah.
I think you're cheating, Star League. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, we were just out and around Florida Stadium where they're going to be playing a game this week.
Yeah.
We got a little,
got a little footage.
little something for you.
Okay. Oh, sorry, everybody. D-Hub, we're back here. I was just enjoying my T-bone. Man, I can't get enough of that.
I can't tell you how much fun. I can't tell you how much fun
It is
the
the
two of
T-bone?
us are having running around the country getting all this stuff for you all. It's ridiculous. Too bad we weren't making any real money on this. But you could send your donations in. But we're going to talk a little college football. We got some big games this weekend.
Well, we
Tell
got
me a little
Kentucky
bit-
and Florida like we were
Well,
just at. That's a mashing. I think Florida.
Everybody knows. Everybody thinks
Yeah.
that Florida's going to mash.
We got some good games though. We've got 18 Michigan at number 11 Notre Dame. Notre Dame just went to Michigan State and beat Michigan State.
Nice.
I think Notre Dame takes care of business. I think Notre Dame might be good this year.
I think Notre Dame's playing with a purpose this year.
Brian Kelly
They
can
wanna
coach.
They want to make a name, yeah.
Brian
Too
Kelly
bad-
can coach.
Too bad O'Brien can't coach.
Too bad. Too bad he can't.
Wow.
Number 15 Kansas State at number 6 Oklahoma.
This is an interesting game right here, buddy. What's your thoughts on this one?
You know, Oklahoma I always think's overrated. Kansas State's a
Oklahoma-
young team with an 85-year-old coach, and I think Kansas State goes into Oklahoma and beats them.
You think Kansas State goes in Oklahoma? Baby?
I'm gonna call the upset there.
I like your angle, but I'm gonna go the opposite direction on you there a little bit. I think it's a home game, so I think we're gonna choose. We're gonna agree to disagree on this one.
Cool.
Robert, so
Now here's an interesting game.
let's see what we got here.
Number 10 Clemson at number 4 Florida State.
This game I
both
like.
teams have been pounding teams. Sure.
Florida State is favored to win by 10 points in this. This is actually, we considered this, which will lead into our bet of the week here in just a sec. We considered this for our bet of the week. I think it's going to be a close game, and I think it's going to be a good game. But I'll take Florida State. I think Florida State's going to handle.
I
the
think
business,
Florida
so-
State because they're at home, and
Yeah, it's a home game.
and
So
they're-
it's tough to play any
they
of
have a
those.
reason They got beat by 5 last year in the last minute at Clemson, so they got a little payback on their mind.
It's tough to play any of those home games.
Yes.
Of those Florida home games. So
We got one more top 25. Number 22 Arizona. At number 3 Oregon. I think the Ducks just
Kill 'em.
maul them.
Oregon's a tough.
Oregon is just,
Oregon's a tough football team. So
yes. Chip Kelly. Not the Kelly brothers.
Yeah, they're the Ducks. Well,
Yeah.
speaking of ducking
Ducking.
and sucking, I've got an interesting thought of the day. I was thinking it's actually September 20th, and so we have October, November, and December.
You got a quarter of the
3
year
months
left.
and 10 days. 3 months and 10 days. My question for you, D Huff, is how, in your estimation, your best honest estimation, how many times from now to the end of the year are you going to touch yourself? Are you going to masturbate? Think about it.
I don't know.
How about Jeopardy? Do 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 do. Okay,
It's 18.
not even close. Not even close. I'm hitting.
You're hitting.
I'm hitting 40. I'm going 40 or 50 times at least.
You see, we need that whole 1 month out of the year for Nate. 40 times.
Let's talk about the animal ideology. So
Yes.
anyway, we got a moment with God to get to from the thought here, a quick one. So actually, a different moment with God today because we have no microphones out front.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Wow.
Congratulations. Yeah.
I wish we lived in a world where we congratulated people for dying. Be a very congratulatory era.
Thoughts and prayers. NFL Films. Steve Sable.
Prayers, at least.
What a incredible job he did.
Founder of NFL Films, which you hear that going from the Lambeau Field Tundra, all that stuff.
Yep.
He was signature in that. Steve Sable, brain cancer got him. That funky cancer got another
Brain cancer.
Got another person.
Yes.
So take a trip, take a journey. Welcome him in, my brother. Welcome him in.
He's videotaping up there now. He's videotaping the NFL games up there.
Maybe he's not. Maybe he's videotaping something else, and it's not
Maybe.
NFL.
Maybe he's hanging out with.
If I could, I would. Is what I'm saying. I would use this camera for lots of things if I had it when I was in college. It would be dangerous. I'd be incarcerated. Anyway, speaking of
Riding
incarceration,
dirty. Got me riding dirty. Michael Turner.
bowling ball, the human bowling ball.
5 hours, man. He must have been drinking a lot of alcohol.
We're talking game ended at 11
midnight. At 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
He gets locked up going 32 miles an hour over the speed limit. He blew
2.0.
like a .2 or something.
0.20. That's
Yeah.
a lot of
Nice.
alcohol.
Nice.
That means you're drunk.
That means he smashed some alcohol, buddy. Wow. Congratulations, though.
Good job, Michael Turner. Good job.
Hey, you were running faster than you were in the game, at least.
At least
you know,
you're an
hey.
NFL player, and you won't. This will be swept underneath the carpet like it's nothing. An
Yeah.
attorney will get a faulty equipment or something, and you'll be back on the playing field, and there'll be no problems. Look what they did with Vic and the dogs. Is all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Anyway, and then we have the Colombian drug lord
Crazy Barrera.
Daniel Crazy Barrera.
Crazy Barrera.
This guy's worth like ridiculous amounts of money. Ridiculous.
Billions.
Gazillions.
They don't even know because he's illegal.
It's all under
Yeah.
under the table. So
He might be the richest man in the world.
there was a $5 million bounty on this man's head.
That's just from the United States.
From the United States, and $2.7 million from Colombia.
He's one of the
$7.7 million if you found where this guy was and turned him in.
How much money do you think he's worth?
Wow. That's a bounty. So.
That's a bounty.
But anyway, they got him.
They got him.
They got him in Venezuela. Someone got paid. Someone's on a beach somewhere because they found him.
Yep.
Somebody.
Somebody in his organization said, you know what? I can cash out.
All right, and D Huff, talk to me about our bet of the week.
Bet of the week.
Bet of the week is
We've
so
done
nice.
some research.
Favorite part of the show right here.
We've done some research. You got some injuries with Washington. So Cincinnati's going to be able to move the ball.
Cincinnati at Washington.
Yes. Griffining. Over 49.
49
We're
points.
taking the over at 49.
We're taking over 49
I
points.
think there's going to be a lot of points scored.
Now, we again don't condone gambling, but if you understand how this works, that means that the teams collectively have got to score over 49 points.
Over.
That's what we're taking. So,
That's 24.5 a team, roughly,
Okay.
in the NFL scoring.
and I
points
feel strongly that we have neglected our audience in a lot of ways because we have not done the talk of sexy. Damn it. We've left it alone for a while. So we're going to bring back talk of sexy.
We forgot about it.
We're going to call it talk of sexy.
Talk of
because
sexy.
It's easy for us to do because neither one of us are sexy. So, anyway, this week we want you all to be reminded that we are at BBC in St. Matthews again. We're doing it at noonish, 12:30. We'll be down there talking fantasy football. We'll give you our NFL breakdown for the week. We're going to be looking sexy. It's just that simple. One of us will be for sure. But we want you to also be looking sexy. So we encourage you to wear your hoodies and your warm clothes and thongs because It's going to be chilly on the patio at
be
BBC.
chilly.
66 degrees is predicted. So
We need to
your-
make sure they make the chili this week before
Right,
the Sunday.
Right, exactly. So please, as all times, we want to thank Josh. Is that the guy's name again?
Josh,
Friends of the show down here in Jacksonville. He's
Yes.
nice enough to let us do the show from his living room here.
Awesome.
We'll be
Thank
back BBC on Sunday, and then on Monday we'll be having you a new studio show for you, I believe.
yeah, share and like. Get
Why
your
not?
friends. Let your
Why
friends
not?
know what's going
Let it
on.
grow, because if you're like we are, we like it when things grow. If you understand what I'm saying.
Growth is good.
Growth is always good. Growth is always good. So thanks for joining the D. Hub International Show. Remember what you're doing now, buddy.
We'll see you all here soon.
Yeah.
All right. Later.
No.
It's your young head on. Wait right here. Wait till I come back around. You and I.
D-Hub and Nasha Show back here. We're on our way home, but look where we just came. What's that right there? Florida Field. We're at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. We're just got done with the basketball arena, which is right behind us over there. This Go Gators place, Go Gator Nation. We're gonna walk over here, check out this quick section. As you can tell, we've got Werfel, Heisman Trophy, winning quarterback, Steve Spurrier, Heisman Trophy. And then, as everybody knows, we just do a little in the T-bow. We'll be back.